Good evening to all of you. Chapter number 6, subject economics. In last lecture we have completed types of unemployment. Now today new topic according to textbook. I think causes of unemployment. Yes, page number 69. Topic number 2, or we can say question number 2. What are the causes of unemployment? Now, how many topics are left? Causes, then measures to reduce unemployment, then state program to solve unemployment problems. Okay. Now, today causes of unemployment. First of all, you have to take any 5 points of your own choice, but here I am taking important points. First one is high rate of population growth. High rate of population growth. Second point, slow rise in employment opportunities. Those who are attending class regular, please, according to our topics, try to make notes in your book. For example, if you are making notes regarding unemployment, the first question will be define unemployment and explain different types of unemployment, in which we have done 3 topics in types of unemployment: disguised unemployment, cyclical unemployment, and third one is frictional unemployment. Then try to underline the important line. For example, in case of cyclical unemployment, Great Depression is given. So when Great Depression occurred, you have to learn the year 1929, 30. In this way, 1 mark or MCQ question also try to take out. So one question of 1 mark I have told you, year of Great Depression, and second one is active force, active workforce. To which age is included in active workforce? The age between 15 to 64 are considered or called as active workforce. Now third topic, then after that I will tell you 1 or 2 mark question. The 2 points are high rate of population growth. Second one is slow rise in employment opportunities. Any 5 points you can take, which are easy to explain. Third one is low rate of savings and investment. This is easy topic to explain. Fourth, capital intensive production technique. Capital intensive production techniques. And fifth, easy one, inefficiency of public sector. So according to me, these points are easy to explain. So take 5 points: high rate of population growth, slow rise in employment opportunities, low rate of saving and investment, capital intensive production technique, and inefficiency of public sector. These are the reasons. Causes means reasons also. Reasons of unemployment or causes of unemployment. Now explanation of these 5 points. High rate of population growth, first of all. In India, the size of population and high rate of population growth is noticed. Because of high growth rate of population, there is tremendous increase in the size of population. With this, labor supply also increases rapidly, and as there is continuous rise in new laborers in search of employment in labor market, but simultaneously there is slow rise in employment opportunities, which increases the problem of unemployment and under unemployment. So explanation: high rate of population growth. So you can write 3 to 4 lines from chapter number, I think we have done. Yes, population we have done. In chapter number 7, we have done population. Out of those topics, different topics are given. For example, after 1921, population is increasing continuously. In this way you can write, but here in simple language, population is increasing. Population and population growth, both. Size of population and population growth is increasing continuously in India. Population and population growth is increasing continuously in India. Now, next, when population increases, as a result, labor supply also increases, but at the same time, once again, population, before that you can give 1 or 2 lines as introduction, which we have done in population. For example, size of population and population growth is increasing continuously in India. Reasons are, we have done in chapter number 7, due to low death rate, and causes due to high birth rate. Due to high birth rate and low death rate, population is continuously increasing in India. And when population is increasing continuously, it also increases labor supply. Labor supply means again working population. When working population increases, but at the same time, employment opportunities does not increase with expected rate, and as a result, what happens? As a result, unemployment increases. In simple language, you can explain: as a result, unemployment increases. So, last line. So, increase in population. And population growth rate is one of the reason of unemployment. The very simple explanation I had given you. In short, you can write in your notes arrow mark, but in exam you have to write increases. So once again, this is the explanation of first point, high rate of population growth. Population and population growth both are different. Population means we are talking about size of population, means population is 100, 200, 100 crore, 130 crore, that is called population. Population growth rate is the difference between birth rate and death rate. Population growth is the difference between birth rate and the death rate. That is called population growth. So in India, population and population growth both are increasing rapidly and continuously. Both are increasing rapidly, it means at a faster rate, and continuously year by year population as well as population growth rate is increasing. Now we have to talk about unemployment. So whenever population, size of population increases, as a result labor supply also increases, means labor supply means active workforce also increases, but at the same time employment opportunities does not increase with expected rate. And then what happens? Job opportunities are less, labor force are more, then they have to remain unemployed, means they are not able to get job. As a result unemployment increases. It means increase in population and population growth rate is one of the reason of unemployment. Now second topic is slow rise in employment opportunities. So first of all, try to learn points. Now in a very simple language, try to explain those 5 points. The first point I had explained. In textbook, whatever notes is given, whatever explanation is given, you are not able to learn it. That's why whatever notes I am giving you, try to write down, try to learn it. In a very simple language, very easily you can learn all the question. But what is important? Important is you have to learn points first of all. So first of all, focus on points. Second one is slow rise in employment opportunities. Slow rise in employment opportunities. Now first of all I am trying to read from textbook if I will get some important point, otherwise then I will explain in my own way. Increase in employment, topic is slow rise in employment opportunities. Increase in employment and economic growth rate has a strong relationship, but during planning periods there was continuous increase in economic growth, but we failed in creating employment opportunities, which shows that economic growth has, this is important line I am writing here, then I will explain it. Economic growth has remained jobless growth. Economic growth has remained jobless growth, means after independence India has achieved lots of things, India has progressed, means economic growth had taken place, and after 1991 means after industrialization, after economic reforms, India has developed at a faster rate, but then also as compared to economic growth, employment percentage, rate of employment does not increase. Still majority of population are unemployed, means economic growth has taken place, but unemployment does not reduce, unemployment remains same. It means economic growth has remained jobless growth. This statement may be given separately in the form of question. Economic growth has remained jobless growth. Explain it. So you have to explain. Second point, slow rise in employment opportunities. The first explanation is here given that during planning periods there was continuous increase in economic growth. First important point. After independence, there was continuous increase in economic growth due to five-year plans, but government failed in creating employment opportunities. Now second part of this topic, in first 3 decades of planning, India attained 3.5% of economic growth. This growth rate increased to 7.6 in the 10th 5-year plan and 7.8% in 11th 5-year plan. But still, number of unemployed kept increasing. Even after planned economic growth, opportunities cannot be created for old and new entrants. Green revolution in agriculture sector remained limited to certain area, and sector other than agriculture observed slow growth. Employment cannot be created as per labor supply, which increased employment. So now I am explaining this point in my own way. The first point is important. After independence, there was continuous increase in economic growth due to 5-year plans, but government failed in creating unemployment opportunities. Now second important point, easy point. In second 5-year plan, government has focused on the development of heavy and basic industries. Basic industries means they had not emphasized, they had not encouraged, simple language, they had not encouraged small scale industries, cottage industries, and agricultural sector. They had not encouraged means they had focused, emphasized on the development of only and only heavy and basic industries. They had not encouraged small scale industries, cottage industries, and agricultural sector, which are based on labor intensive production technique. What is labor intensive production technique? Two techniques are there. One is labor intensive production technique. I think third or fourth point is same. And other is capital intensive production technique. In case of capital intensive production technique, machines are more and labors are less used. So when machines, in case of heavy and basic industry, this is based on capital intensive production technique. Means in case of heavy and basic industries, machineries are more and labors are less labors are used. So when less labors are used, it means heavy and basic industry does not create employment opportunities. Means after second 5-year plan, government has not focused more on small scale industries, cottage industries. Cottage industries are those industries which are run by family members. These are called cottage industries. And agricultural sector and small scale cottage and agricultural sector are completely based on labor intensive production technique which create more employment opportunities. But government has not focused on such factors. That's why as a result unemployment increases. The simple explanation I had given you, after independence there was continuous increase in economic growth due to 5-year plan, but government failed in creating employment opportunities. Why? So reason is given. In second 5-year plan, government has focused on the development of heavy and basic industries. Means they had not encouraged, they had not focused, they had not motivated small scale industry, cottage industry and agricultural sector which are based on labor intensive production technique. That's why, or as a result, unemployment increases. So second point is completed, and then one sentence you can use that's why economic growth has taken place, but employment does not increase at the same rate. Thus we can say that economic growth has remained jobless growth. This sentence you can use in this point. Point number 3. Point number 3, low rate of savings and investment. Now, before explaining this point, you have to understand about the relation between savings and investment. Savings and investment has a positive relation. How? Whatever amount, suppose this is a bank, whatever amount, whatever money we are saving in this bank, this is deposit. We have already studied in banking chapter what are the two major functions of bank. They are accepting deposit and lending money. It means whatever amount we are depositing in the form of savings, same savings, same deposit are provided in the form of loan to the industrialist, to the business unit, and these business unit, these industrialists are borrowing money from bank. Why? In order to invest in their business. So if savings are more, investment will be more. If savings are less, investment will be less. Now, how savings and investment? First of all, I had explained the relation between saving and investment. Saving and investment has a direct relation, positive relation. If in any economy savings will be more, then investment will also be more, because if savings are more, then banks are able to provide more loans to the business unit or industrialist. If savings are less, then investment will also be less. This is the relationship. Now, how savings and investment are responsible for unemployment? So, low rate of savings and investment. Now, explanation from textbook. First of all, Indian planning has increased national income, but simultaneously population growth rate also increased. As a result, per capita income increased at lower rate than the national income. Means, in simple language I am explaining here, after independence, national income of our country increases continuously, again due to 5-year plans. Due to 5-year plan. But simultaneously, means but at the same time, population is also increasing continuously. As a result, per capita income of an individual became low. Per capita income, we all know, when total national income is divided by total population. So if population is low, then everybody will get more income, means per capita income remains high. But if population is more or it is increasing continuously, so when we divide the total national income among this increased population, then what happens? Per capita income becomes low. Now you can explain in a very easy way. If per capita income remains low, as a result savings also becomes low. And when savings are less, then investment also remains low. And last line, due to low investment, employment opportunities does not increase. And which resulted in high unemployment. Or simply you can write which resulted in unemployment, or which generates unemployment, which creates unemployment. After independence, once again, national income of our country increases continuously due to 5-year plans. But at the same time, population is also increasing continuously. And as a result, what happens? Per capita income of an individual becomes low. Now, why we are explaining about per capita income? Because topic is low rate of savings and investment. So, savings, we are savings money out of our income. If our income remains low, so it is not possible for majority of population to deposit money into the bank or to save money. In simple language, it is not possible for them to save money if their income is very low. And if savings are less, if deposit are less, then bank is not able to lend money to business units, to industrialists in order to invest in their business. Means investment becomes low. So in simple language, if per capita income is low, saving also becomes low. And if savings are less, then automatically what happens? Investment reduces. Investment in business reduces. And if investment in business reduces, then what happens? Employment opportunities does not increase. And once last line, if employment opportunities does not increase, then it is resulted into unemployment, or in other words, rate of unemployment increases. So in very simple way you can explain all the points. Only you have to learn points. Once again, explanation is very easy. Low rate of savings and investment. This is third point. Point number 3. Point number 4th. Point number 4th. Time hai? Okay, remaining points in next lecture. Till then try to learn points and simple explanation I had given you. Try to make notes.